All right, what is up, YouTube? It's the Sweepers podcast here. We're not really doing a podcast right now. I'll do some solo videos like this every now and then whenever my podcast members cannot hop on a podcast that day. Just because like something big comes out, like all the news that have come out the couple days for the NBA. I wanted to get a podcast out, cover it all, but I can't do that today. Somebody canceled on me, so we're gonna go over some big stuff that happened. All everything will be covered in tomorrow's podcast. I think it will be. I also have a bunch of other podcasts out. Go check those out if you haven't already. Um, this is the first video that I've done that's not a podcast and on video, like video camera. The quality's a little bad because I don't have a webcam yet, but stay tuned for that. I will have one. Um, and yeah, I got a new mic, so it sounds way better. But let's hop into it. Kevin Durant making a trade request. We're going to go over this a lot in the podcast. Um, but yeah, no, I think this is huge. I was stunned whenever I saw this news. I can't wait to see who it goes to, and whoever he goes to is going to be title contenders, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Um, like I said, we're just going to go over the big stuff. Bradley Beal, he re-signs with the Wizards on a 5-year, $251 million contract. Um, my my guess is that he's going to demand a trade this year, next year, or in 2 years. I just see it happening. Um, I don't think he'll play his whole 5 years there, but I like it a lot. He doesn't deserve it to me. To me, he doesn't deserve it, but I like it. Anthony Simons, he got a 4-year, $100 million deal, 25 per year. I think it's a little bit too high for him, just because we don't know how big he can be. As of right now, he's just a backup, but he did come in last year for Dame and started and was amazing. But again, he's still just a backup for me. I guess he can play the two, but me personally, I have him at the one behind Dame because he's a 6'3" point guard. Like that's how he is for me. But yeah, no, he averaged 17 points per game for 57 games. So it's not bad. He did really good last year, and they needed to keep him, and I guess this is what it took to keep him. Um, yeah, no, a lot of these I will be talking about in the podcast because these are some good additions, but not big enough. Tyus Jones, I just want to talk about this one real quick. He's one of the best backup point guards in the league, and I think it was amazing that he stayed 2 year, $30 million. I think that's why they got rid of D'Anthony Melton too. Cause I was kind of confused why they got rid of him because Tyus Jones was a free agent, and with D'Anthony Melton gone, you have Jaw and nobody else, and Jaw's been hurt a couple times. But I'm glad that Tyus Jones is back. Amazing keep. Lou Dort, amazing pickup right here. Not pickup, but amazing keep, I should say. And he got the absolute bag. At least it's not as much as other people, but for him, from going undrafted, like, come on now, man. I wanted him to go somewhere else that he could be a little bit better. But I think him being at the starting two next to Giddy and Shea will be nice. And I'll talk about those all in the pod. This Kyle Anderson deal right here. I love it. I love it. He's around a $9 million each year, 2 years. Um, he's their starting three for me, and it's a little bit iffy because can he start at the three, or can he only play at the four because he's a little bit more flat-footed for the four. Because three, he can't move as fast as threes. But he has been playing three in his career before, so I think this could work for sure. Him next to Cat, Gobert, Anthony Edwards, and D'Lo will be kind of nasty in my opinion. I think this Timberwolves team is something to look out for. Um, this Jalen Brunson thing, I talked about it on the last podcast. Go check it out. But I still just don't know how I feel about it. I might have had an opinion last time, but as of time gone on, I don't have one. I just don't know how I feel. I'm going to have to see how he plays. Honestly, I'm just going to have to see how he plays. And I'll decide on the next year. But yeah, no, Jokic got a 5-year extension. Um, he got as much as 270 million, and that's his NBA record, by the way. It's the most in NBA history. Yeah, he deserves it. He really does. And then Booker and Towns got a 4-year, 224. They also deserve it. Um, Booker, he's been getting a little bit disrespect from my podcast member Andrew, but I love him. He deserves it. I don't think Cat does. I don't think Cat deserves this money. He's not as good as people think he is, but we'll just have to see. Now that he has a contending team, we'll have to see. I think Morant. I think they got a steal for that price because Zion got 231 million, which is more than these two even. So, I mean, he is on there for 5 years. So, but still, he got 40 more million than Jaw each year. You know, not each year, but whatever, man. Yeah, Zion right here, 5-year, 231 million extension. It's insane. The deal is expected to include protections, so it's injury-related protections. You know, it's not bad. That's a great deal for him and the Pelicans. Um, that will be one that we talk about for sure next episode on the pod. Zach Levine, 5-year max from the Bulls. He deserves it. He deserves it. He should have signed sooner because he was kind of getting me worried. I'm not a Bulls fan. I'm a Spurs fan. But he was kind of getting me worried because I like to see the Bulls succeed, you know? Um, yeah, there's a DeJounte Murray trade that I probably won't end up getting thrown here. I skimmed over it. It's not on here. DeJounte Murray was traded. I hate it as a Spurs fan. I think I got over it last pod. But, yeah, I just hate it as a Spurs fan. Nurkic, I love this deal for him. He deserves the money. He deserves to stay there. They deserve to have a good center, and that's him, you know. He's not a top 10 center for me, but he deserves to be there. Um, John Wall, he agrees to a 2-year contract with the Clippers. I don't think they should have signed him for 2 years. I think 1 year would have been fine, just because we haven't seen him play in a couple years, so we don't know what's going on with him. But I love him going there. That's the best place he probably could have gone, was the Clippers. Um, but yeah, let's see how that works out this year. Celtics got Brogdon, a huge addition. People are saying they want to see him come off the bench. I don't. To me, I see Brogdon, Smart, Brown, Tatum, and then Williams, with Horford and all of them coming off the bench. But I could see them starting Horford and having Brogdon on the bench. But yeah, I think this is an amazing pickup for the Celtics, and they got a steal. I'm not gonna lie. Theis, Neesmith, Stauskas, Fitz, Jawan Morgan in the first. Amazing. Honestly, I think it was a steal. Celtics got Gallinari. Like I said, I didn't like that trade. And he got cut afterwards, so it was like, what? Why did we even do it? I guess we done it for the picks, but still. He goes to Celtics at a 2-year deal, I guess. All right. I love it. Celtics got way better with Brogdon and Gallinari, so it's going to be a good year for them for sure. Speaking of good years, Timberwolves, they're going to have a good year as well. Rudy Gobert with them, it could either go really bad or it could go really good. You know, I could see it go really good, but it could fail. It could really fail. Yeah, I would just love to see it. I think they're not blowing it up. I think they're going to keep it around, build it around Donovan Mitchell. And Vanderbilt is great there with Pat Bev as a nice vet. You know, we saw what he did with Minnesota. He's going to do the same with Utah. I love it. I can't wait to see how both teams turn out. This Warriors addition, Dante DiVincenzo, underrated as hell. And him going to the champs is even better. So I love to see it. I absolutely love it. 2-year, $9.3 million. You know, a steal. Yeah. And then our last one right here is Garland. He has a max extension with the Cavs. He's getting paid more than John Morant, which is kind of crazy. But he deserves that extension, you know. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. He's a good player. He just doesn't deserve it more than John Morant. He doesn't deserve more than John Morant, I should say. Sorry if I'm all the way over here. My mic's right here. I'm not trying to be too quiet. But, I think this is the end of the video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave it a like. Also, subscribe. Check out the next episode's podcast. Probably be tomorrow. I'm going to do a little bit more of these later on in the future. Whenever I can't get podcasts out, I'll just hop on here and do a video real quick. It'll be a webcam, too, so it'll be better quality. Don't you guys worry. And yeah, go check out the past podcast episodes as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.